Video number 12, and it's April 1st. I don't really do April 1st. Fair use. Welcome back to my blog. This is the first Friday only installment in which I have jack shit to talk about. This week I will be telling D&D stories. And Pathfinder. Just roleplay stories. Story the first. So my first time playing Pathfinder, it was somebody who I barely know, who was a friend of a friend, who was running a campaign over Skype with people I didn't know, and it was glorious. So because the guy who I was playing with was kind of a butt, I made it my mission, my sole and only duty, to annoy the hell out of him. So I made a bard who was some kind of demon, I don't remember what, who would run around, had allergies, right? And every time he sneezed, he would make confetti come out with prestidigitation. He would also go into every thrift store in every single town and look just for crazy random shit. So this DM was always like, there's nothing there, it's a fucking thrift store. And I'm just like, you fucking never know. I do know, I'm the DM. Okay, well, whatever. One of these times, he's just like, fuck it, you find a book. When you pick it up, it talks to you. Oh, cool. That's exactly what I'm looking for. I'm a demon from another dimension. Fucking deal with it, right? It's kind of shit that happens every day. So, I take it home, and it starts talking to me. And then I show it off to my friends. They're just like, they can't hear it. And I figured out, oh, you have to touch the book for it to be able to speak to you. So I'd go catch, and throw the book at them. And then when they caught it, they could hear it. And none of them were just like, I don't catch the book, I catch the book. It's just like, as a reflex, I catch the book. It's like, yep. Yep, you do. You catch the book. It was amazing. It was a few weeks of this. It didn't go on for very long. Story number 2. Alexandria. The beautiful... So, when 5th edition came out, me and my friends... well, not me and my friends. My friends had decided to get into D&D. Me being the one who's experienced, didn't want to be the DM ever, 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 ever. Because being the DM is boring as tits. Actually, tits are quite entertaining. It's boring as black coffee that's been sitting around for 3 hours. In the middle, like in the back of a bank room. That's very boring. Take it from somebody who worked in a bank and had the 3-hour-old coffee that's been sitting in the bank room. So Alexandria had an 18 in strength, a 19 in constitution, and an 18 in charisma, and shit everything else. She was the strong, haughty, beautiful half-orc. One could not describe how happy this character made me. I made her a paladin. I got my oath. Literally, an hour later I broke it, just so I could be an Oathbreaker paladin. Because Hellish Rebuke is strong, son. Also later in that campaign, I basically 1v1'd a dragon. And straight killed an adult dragon at like level 5. It was great. Because it was green. And my DM didn't know I was immune to poison. Because I was a holy man of holy holies. And apparently holy people don't get poisoned. Straight murdered a dragon. Story the 3rd. Okay, so this last story is very recent. In my current campaign, I am a wood elf monk ranger. And we were going to this plot point high up in the mountains where, like, my monastery was burned down because I was a monk, blah blah blah, and I'm a wanderer of the lands who drowns her sorrows in booze, plays the violin on late nights to forget about her woes. Long story short, we're going to this burned down monastery where I used to, you know, be a monk and be a badass, and on the way there, there's a centaur who's just like, you can't go through here, and I'm just like, we can go through here because, you know, plot reasons. And he's like, yeah, you can go through here. But where'd your horses go? And like we look behind us and our horses are just fucking gone into the woods, and I'm just like, can I ride you there? And he's like, no. And I'm just like, are you sure? Charisma check, crit. There was a spring wedding. Then there was a time skip later in the campaign. And after the time skip, I was training my daughter, 7-year-old centaur daughter, how to use weapons and hunt and things. And my centaur husband didn't like this. I was a woman, by the way. As I usually do. In RPGs, if I'm not playing a woman, I made a character to die. So he's like, you can't do that. Fucking takes my daughter and he goes, I'm getting a divorce, and left. And then my friend's character is like, huh, wanna go raise the dead? I'm just like, fuck it, let's go raise the dead. So we raise the dead, he gets infected, turns into a zombie, or is about to turn into a zombie, sacrifices himself to demons so that in the afterlife he has more power, turns into a pile of viscous goo, and then I burned down the stable where he did it in, where my now ex-husband was staying. All in all, I still have that character. She's amazing. I'll be keeping her around for a long time. That's all for this week. I'll catch you guys next week when I'll have footage of the Shadows of Randerstride pre-release that I'm doing tonight. And possibly of my birthday, which is on Sunday the 3rd. See you all then. Bye. Fuck it. Subscribe.